Thank you very much, Jared Ware. The pregame show continues. Now time for the front office report, joined as we are every Monday by Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Paver. Chuck, how are you today?
It's good to see you today, Nick, on this beautiful sunny day here in Newport, Rhode Island.
Chuck, we just had your longtime partner in crime here in Newport, Chris Patsos, who ran this team hand in hand with you for so long. Patsos on loan right now to the Pilgrims as their GM. How has it been so far taking over some of his operation?
Well, you know, we've all had to take over his pieces because they're significant, Nick. He's such a tremendous piece of this operation. He's the other half. I'm one half, he's the other. And of course, that doesn't give credit to, give credit to our other partners, but for the most part, operationally, him and I do everything. I miss him terribly. I know he misses this. I know he misses his team. This is his team, like this is mine. So it's kind of funny when I watched him being interviewed by you, Nick. It was kind of bittersweet, kind of laughed at, watching him with a Pilgrim visor on. I was kind of pissed.
He's had a Gulls visor forever now.
Yeah, the least he could have done is put that on for a minute, but he had a Pilgrim visor on. So, but listen, he's doing the best thing he can. He's doing the right thing for the league, and that's kind of the big picture right now. But, we miss him.
Of course, like Ocean State, the Gulls' new crosstown rival, the Pilgrims will play Newport 6 times this season. A lot of Eastern Division teams only play Gulls 5 times, 3 times here, 3 times at Plymouth. So we're going to see plenty of the Pilgrims this summer still ahead.
Yeah, we're 6 times, the most we play anybody. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Newport Gulls coming off an impressive road trip as the Gulls have won 5 straight, going back to that 15-inning contest. And if you just sum up the month of June so far for the Gulls, that game was really a catalyst, which the game was tied going to the 15th. The Gulls didn't really have a hit after the 8th, but the pitching was there, and the pitching has really been there ever since. It's been some of the best pitching we've ever seen in the last week now for the Gulls.
Our pitching is just starting to come together. I mean, not just starting. It's been there for about a week and a half now. As the pieces start to come in here, and you start to see the impressive arms that we brought in this year. And frankly, Nick, the more I watch them, I'm just as impressed. And I've got some great pitching here, and this squad is really starting to look very special. And it's not complete yet. There's still a couple pieces left. So when it's all together, it's going to be pretty good. And the other thing I think that's important to note, Nick, is the ball is different this year than last year. It was very lively, a lot of home runs, a lot of offense. This year, if you're going to win this league, you're going to be able to pitch and play defense. So we've got the top equation, I think, taken care of.
We saw just the first Gulls home run of the season come yesterday off the bat of David Grable at Ocean State. And when we talked about how Plymouth, the new expansion team, the Waves, the new expansion team, the Gulls now 2-0 against them. But it's interesting having that cross-town, almost like the Pell Bridge series, 6 games against the Waves, only about 25 minutes away. Hey,
we love that. I mean, hey, saving the gas money, Nick.
And they really packed the stands here on Wednesday night. The Waves fans did.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the whole idea. We're going to create a rivalry that's going to generate excitement for both teams. It's good for them, good for us.
Newport Gulls, again, off red heart right now, have won 5 straight games. And this is probably one of the longest stretches of baseball all summer long. They had an off day originally on Thursday. That's going to be a makeup game now here. 4 home games this week, 2 away games. Going into the month of July, that's 9 straight games for the Gulls. And now this is where they start to get into that minor league kind of play every game schedule.
Yeah, and Nick, how I feel about this. You got to get ready for this time of the year, and particularly July. The arms are starting to come together. We got plenty of them. We had a couple more, so we got depth. We're in a position to be able to play 8 or 9, 10, 12 days in a row. I don't know if everybody else has the kind of depth that we have to be able to pull that off. And everybody's going to have the same schedule because it's the same amount of teams, and I've got rain early in June for everybody. So it's going to get tight, and the guys with good pitching and guys with enough pitching in depth are going to have more success.
So Ferguson and Barr come in over the weekend. Speaking of depth for the Gulls, still 3 more players will be arriving in the coming days.
Yeah, Barr got here Sunday morning. And yesterday morning. And we have 2 more pitchers that are going to be here in the next 2 days, and still Ty Moore at the World Series. So yeah, all the pieces are coming in here.
Newport Gulls and the Plymouth Pilgrims here tonight at Cardines Field. Chuck Paver, thanks for joining us here in the front office report as always, and good luck tonight for the Gulls.
Nick, thanks for having me once again.
Our pregame show continues. Hillary Costa has the Gulls Eye View next on the NECBL Broadcast Network.